Yeah, this is not working, so I'm going to remove this. Let's actually go ahead and start working on... This one actually has some good to it, so we'll focus bureaucrats here. Ooh. That's not helpful since I don't actually have any output of that. Yeah. I mean, you see here what the effect of the pensions was. You know what? No, that's fine. I guess, since board tax is really your bread and butter, I'll put that up to 60. They're not seeming to have any problems. Everybody's at least getting their life needs. Yeah, no problem. Like I said before, the poor usually have a better time than the rich, as long as you have a relatively prosperous nation. You can, I mean, the fact that you're running a deficit doesn't actually mean anything. Like, I mean, considering how much I'm making, I really could just run in the deficit for quite a long time. Having almost 12 million pounds in my coffers. Disgraced. And irate. He's mad about it. Okay, I guess we'll keep that fleet there after we get the Adamans. It's oftentimes hard to assign people to ports. By people, I mean boats. I suppose they have people in the meritocracy. And we're unlocking these because we have, I think, like, nationalism 1 because of our, what you call it? National thingamajig. Very specific, right? It's a technical term. Right, we get a little bit more before we can actually start building that. We're probably buying all of the steamers on the market since, like, damn, people won't build them. This is one of the reasons I need to get out of these crappy things it doesn't. Yeah, good job. There's another use for infamy right there. Getting cores. It used to be cores just kind of happened over time at random, and it was kind of stupid. Dagestani nationalists. The whole thing is Dagestani nationalists. You know, maybe I should take over Georgia. Wouldn't be that hard. They're allied with Muscovy, who I don't really care about. Now, why is that happening? Why does it keep turning off my alerts? They're at war with France, Smolensk, and Amalfi. Holy crap! I think we know who's going to come out ahead in this game. It's just a matter of time whether I can actually do anything about that. Alright, so I'm discredited, but they don't have very many points. So that's highly unlikely they can actually ban my embassy. Thankfully, though, I'm getting quite a few points over here, so that's nice. I can't really do anything because they're all uncivilized. Egypt I can actually do stuff with, and they're kind of a worthy ally now, being a secondary power. They will not accept because I own some of their core provinces. You're not getting them back. That's for damn sure. Once I add them to my sphere, they might be more helpful. So, upgrade all our naval bases, because there's no reason not to. It actually increases our demand for industrial materials. So nothing wrong with that. Actually, I don't have any forts here. And it doesn't prioritize either, so... I don't need the stuff in the middle. It's the hedgehogs, it's already done. And this actually makes it easier to kind of collate your building of naval units, in that the higher ranking... Apparently I didn't even have a naval base here. The higher ships tend to get built in places that have apparently I didn't have a naval base here. Built in places that have forts. I guess that was unnecessary. Not forts, but naval bases. It requires you to have a naval base to actually build them. So, just do all that stuff. And maybe there should be some limitation on building things like that in colonial things, but I guess it makes sense for them to not have to worry about that. Kind of behind on my naval infrastructure. Should have had this much earlier, but hey, whatever. And I'm building forts at the same time because, well, yeah, I said I was going to move these to Java. Until I got steamers, it didn't matter. I can move these guys too. And that's pretty much it. Alright. So, next ships don't unlock until I do this, which you can't do until 1880. Supply range would probably be very good for me at the moment. But I think we should upgrade our railroads. The Iron Horse. So, there you go, over here to Suez. I think I'm going to end up having 2 or 3 different fleets. Instead of having one big one. There you go. Okay. Ooh, max speed. Ah, so the Dutch actually did get what they wanted out of that. So I guess I really am in a race for India at the moment. Maybe I can't be as complacent as I have been. Eventually they're going to get sphered or taken over by other people. And we definitely don't want France messing around in this. So I guess I really should just start taking pieces of India. Though I suppose there's not much I can do against the Dutch with them being in Vinland sphere. Allied with Ireland. I think Texas is going to get eaten here soon. That would be my guess. I'm pretty far behind on tech, but I've basically done all I can with my literacy and stuff. Could have more colonial efficiency, but really I have other priorities I really need to do, because industry is everything. Tech is really there just to feed your industry and military power, and your prestige if you can. I've had this before. So slowly losing conservatives and reactionaries, and gaining liberals, communists, socialists. That's good. That's what I want. I want the socialists more, but I mean, it's like things get worse before they get better as far as our economic policies, I suppose. And sometimes having your economy go bad is what you need for positive change. Okay, Marathi. Apparently Marathi is central India as well. I would put them above Persians. Probably. It's kind of a very minor issue, though. I guess. I don't know. What is over here that's any good? Colonial weariness. And what I cannot fathom is why our government insists on paying thousands, if not millions of pounds yearly to maintain imperialistic projects overseas that serve only as strains on the national budget. We're not invited to the colonies, and frankly, we were not invited to the colonies. I find our presence in them to be rude. An anti-colonial malaise has taken hold in the Persian Republic, and more of our people are beginning to question our colonial ambitions. I don't know about this overseas stuff. Most of our colonies are in India, where more and more our people are blah blah blah. The colonies are increasingly seen more as burdens than as boons. The situation is beginning to hamper our ability to motivate them before the general public. Undertake a national campaign in favor of them. We'll lose 5 prestige and gain 1 war exhaustion. We'll just gain consciousness, that's fine. I don't care. I like consciousness. One of the things that, yeah, there we go. Grave consequences. More and more evidence against the ruling party has come to light. The Persian government has declared it has no choice but to resign and call an election. The decision was made after several weeks of heated debate. It is already well known that certain members of the government, those most sorely hit by the scandal, have been repudiated by the ruling party and will not be seeking re-election. How this will affect the government's chances so far are unknown. A bad way to start an election, wow. Oh, we lose our great statesman, that sucks. We gain a plurality, though. Lose 10 prestige. And we start an election immediately. So it looks like Amalfi just gained a big chunk of Hungary. That's scary. You get to pick another thing. So pensions would increase our money. I wouldn't say problems, but it would increase our issues with the money a little bit. I'll go ahead and do that. I don't know if I'm getting a lot of immigrants, actually. I don't... The only way of knowing is to actually, like, see people moving to your places. And I don't really... I mean, we have Armenians already in the country because we control Armenia. Okay, so we want... we'll just leave that. Bureaucracy versus nepotism. So Jewish people. Well, a few. Asian miners. I mean, it is based on province. And there's probably a lot of people moving from our colonies and stuff. I'm just trying to see if there's any kind of interesting... Russians. Yeah, this is from my northern provinces. Ukrainian. I don't think I have any Ukrainian provinces. And I definitely don't have any Polish provinces. So I don't know what the deal is there. Beninese influence. I would have spent money. Contentious election. At least I don't lose prestige for that. So they released Azerbaijan. This is odd because there's still rebels here. Why didn't they get... Oh, I guess they don't have cores on that. Okay. Looks like George is getting broken up. So. Good, good. Keep taking the bait. That reminds me. Let's see. They haven't done much in the top 8 changing. And that's generally how it is. You'll just see the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. You'll notice that, like, 200-point jump in industry they got for taking over that part of Spain. Which reminds me, North Germany got Baden. Württemberg's already in their sphere. If I had to guess, I would say that they're probably going to go after Bohemia, Moravia, or Bavaria next. They wouldn't dare go after mighty Krakow, so I think they're fine. So, when are our naval bases going to be done? Some more nationalist junk. Anti-military is what I want. I guess justice demands a retrial. Since I don't have my military spending all the way up, waiting on cement? Oh, I guess I built a bunch of forts too. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. Okay, doing another one of these. That'll radicalize some stuff. Old age securities pensions. And that does have the highest. Oh no. No, it's still the highest. Let's try out healthcare. See how much that loses us. Not much. If any at all. Surge of socialism. It looks like the socialists have the talent in the current election to find the right words when and where they are needed all over the Persian Republic. Blah blah blah. Socialists. Cool. That's what we want. Problems from the pulpit in Aleppo. Yeah, perhaps. Why not? Yeah. I really don't like helping out the Republican. But I guess with the surge of socialists, our new First Minister is highly unorthodox. Oh, that's awful. At least he doesn't give us any penalty to, ruling party support is bad. That's good, actually. But research points, that sucks. That really sucks. Okay. Minorities under attack. Yes, the truth. Who cares? Get some points with Tibet. They have 0 points in everything. It's pretty amusing. Like, they have 0 prestige. I have 0 prestige. Well, I can understand how the Immortals would have 0 prestige. They keep losing it. Full citizenship is what we want. How are our boats doing? Talk war. Huh. With other people at war, it's Caucasian Imamate. I guess they're not at war anymore. Okay, so it looks like Georgia's is this tiny strip here. Georgian Georgia. John Ramsey McCullough. It activates furniture. I'm pretty sure I already had furniture. Whatever. Just pick one. Now, one of the things about having Brunei in my sphere is they have a lot of natural resources. So that would be very good for us later in the game. Instead of having to take them over piece by piece, I can just get a preferential place in their markets, which is nice. Because there's one of the things that they have is oil, which we won't need, but they have rubber and stuff like that. Ooh, ooh! Yes! Can create a state in Kashmir. Hell yes. Granted statehood. So one of the things you should do when you have a state is you should immediately start focusing craftsmen. Okay. So let's see what building here. So phosphates in Aleppo. And basically once they have, once they have enough workers to do stuff. Let's see. What do the socialists want? I believe they want... voters' ideologies aren't quite enough to really swing this election. Protectionism, okay. Sure. Oh, you know what I should do? Is I should change my, voting system. If I can. I don't think I could. That's really something I can end up doing. whatever. Looked promising, but I guess not. Okay, how are things here? Well, that's going up quickly. That's nice. Good, France. Good. Just keep doing that. It's fine. That reminds me. I should really pay attention to... Like, these provinces have low population. I'm just truly worried about having them overshadow what I'm already doing. Because having a bunch of rebels is not what you want to do. Okay, so since I got that... Union busting. Yeah. So... Okay. That makes it... That's what we want here. Right, because I don't want the the socialist unions to be cut off. So, okay. I think at this point it would be a good idea to actually take Bombay, since we've actually got another state. If we fail, we'll lose 36 prestige, but who cares? We're not going to lose. And I'm not even going to bother sending anything else. I can actually make sure that this is a good leader, though. Yeah, he's pretty good. This guy doesn't really matter. He's a madman, though. Well... Who are they allied with? Assam. So I'm at war with Assam now. Huh. That could be a problem. Well, I know what we could do. We just plant a bunch of dudes here. In Chittagong. It's not really what I wanted. Okay. Huh. I guess we'll just let them siege naturally. Here. So I'm at war with pretty much all of India at the moment. That's a lot of, okay. It's just the shitty infantry that they can't go. The steamships are faster, so they will get there much sooner. I changed my mind about how I wanted to siege when I saw that I was at war with all of India. Yeah. Alright. I don't know if that's a good idea. It seems like they're mostly going that way, so... What I can do is this. Alright, so now we have to wait for the research to be finished. Which is an 8% chance? Okay. Let's get this, since we're ore. Okay, whatever. So all we really care about is Bombay. Ah. I was wondering why I would only send that small amount in.